Hi, everybody. My name is Jan King, and I wanted to come on here. And I was just kind of guided, in my prayers here lately. I've just been kind of guided to do a video. So, um, and what I wanted to share, I think will affect everyone in some way, some fashion. It's about our journeys here in the physical form, especially our trauma, our story, our what happened to us in this life. Sometimes it can be a victimization situation where you feel like you're the victim, or you feel separated from people, or the abuse that may be going on. All these type of things that describes our journey. And I know we all have a story. So I wanted to share just a bit of mine and what I experienced through this trauma, and how it enlightened me and brought me to a different level on my spiritual journey. And I would just like to share, and I would love for you to share your story with me. And I think that's a good way to heal each other. I'll just start out. I was around 13, 14, maybe 15 years old, and um, my mother she was very traumatized being. She had a lot of fear, a lot of trauma in her life that she couldn't transcend, that she couldn't get past. So therefore, when people have a lot of trauma and they live their life through trauma, then they're more apt to be that trauma for other people, to show their anger and their disrespect, just like they had been. So that was kind of the scenario there. And then one day I was put in an insane asylum. And I think one of the reasons was because, being young, I still had gifts of spirit. I still could see ghosts. I could see in different realities. I could see different beings and different things that seemed like at the time that no one else could. So eventually you just kind of shut down all those gifts. And one time I was put into an insane asylum by my mother. And the reason they said I was put there was because I smoked marijuana. I smoked some weed at an early age, and that put me there. But anyway, they had ordered 35 shock treatments to the brain. And the shock treatments are designed to wipe your memory out, completely wipe all of your memory. And I don't really know why they wanted to merit wiping my memory for whatever reason. But anyway, around about my 30th shock treatment, of course, I didn't remember my name. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know anyone or anybody or anything. I was just completely in fear. But one day they wheeled in my roommate that I was rooming with. She was a sweet girl. I loved her very dearly. And I was coming out of my anesthesia from having a shock treatment. And to my horror, they were hooking her up to the electrodes. They were fastening her to the bed. And then they brought the machine. They wheeled in the machine that is the electrical current to the brain. So I saw her violently shake onto the bed, and it just did something to me, and I knew in that moment that I had to get out. And also, while I was there, I saw all the demonic beings that were there, and the energies that were taunting the patients there and even the staff. So I come up with a plan to get out. And the plan was, because there's bulletproof windows and locked elevators, locked rooms, I was put in a padded room mostly. Not sure why. But anyway, so I got a nurse's outfit because every morning at 7 o'clock, all the staff would change shifts. So I was dressed up like a nurse, and I stood by the elevator, and lo and behold, here comes a doctor. The elevator opens, and he greets me, and I greet him, and I walk in the elevator, and this is my escape. Then what I realized, under my nurse's outfit, I only had on a short sleeve shirt and a pair of jeans. And I was in Memphis, Tennessee, downtown Memphis, Tennessee. It was around November, was the time of the year, and don't remember much. After that, there was just a lot of time that went by, and I just wandered, and not sure what happened to me. I don't remember. Maybe I'm not supposed to remember. But anyway, I did wake up, and one time I was walking the streets of Blytheville, Arkansas. Don't know how I got there, but it was really cold. It was very cold, and it was dark. It was around 3 o'clock in the morning. I was walking a neighborhood, and I was just so scared and so frightened that I called to the heavens. I called to God to help me. And so I did see up ahead of me, flickering in the window, a soft light like a fire burning inside the house. So I went to that house and I knocked on the door. And there's this beautiful man that opened the door and greeted me. And the moment he saw me, he started ministering to me and putting me in a warm blanket in front of the fire and telling me everything's going to be all right, that I'm safe now. And I will never forget his kindness. And it was right after the prayer that I prayed in the dark hour there. So, long story short, I'm telling you this story, as horrible as it was. There is light in my story. There is light in the trauma. There is light in the darkness. So I want to share with this because I know we all have a story. We all have trauma. We all have all kinds of traumatic experiences that were awful. But they don't have to define who you are now. They were just mere experiences. And if you can find the light in the darkness, in your trauma, you're going to find your true self. You're going to find God within you. You're going to find Christ's light within you. And it will awaken. But you have to stop the critical thoughts that come. You have to see the victimization energies that you choose to stay in, or feeling lost, or unloved, or any situation you can think of, even the most horrible situations. There is light, and the more deep and dark the experience is, the more light will be there for you. So I just wanted to pop on here and just share that with you. There may be some more videos here. I'm just guided to share. And I just want everyone to know that I love you. I appreciate you. And let's grow in the light and find our journey, because there is, domination and control here. And we are the chosen ones to come here in this experience to change it all, to be the light of source and Jesus here through our actions, through our thoughts, through our heart. through our being. We are that light. We are source light. But you have to do the shadow work that we were bombarded with through our experiences. So just wanted to share a little bit. I hope to hear from you, and I love you very much, and thank you for your time, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much.